There he is. All right. Let's get right to it, brother.
Boo. Boo.
What VG's, you freaked out VG because of your premonition.
It's just a premonition.
Yeah, right.
They don't all come true.
It's a baldy premonition.
It doesn't mean like I've got the future all nailed down. Just something that hit me.
Yeah, but now there's going to be a piece that you're like rooting for another team to win just so the premonition comes true.
No, it's like you have to allow these things to just sort of come about. Like you can't direct it. These things hit you, and like you just have to tell that. Like I'm not rooting against the Eagles. I'm not rooting against anybody. But when the premonition hits you, you got to release it. It's in the vault right now. I'll bring it out on Super Bowl Sunday.
So
keep it in the vault.
You will not divulge?
No, I will not. I know how you are, cuz. Like you're gonna pry and pry and pry. You're not getting anything out of me. I'm a clam. It's locked shut. All right. Like I'm not giving any hints.
Let's see if we get a reaction from him.
But Buffalo. But when this comes true, you'll think that I'm the amazing Kreskin here on this one.
How are we going to know it's true? Do you have it time stamped and written down with like a notary? Or are you just going to say, yeah?
No, I have it. I stored it in the phone. It's right there. I can pull it out.
All right.
This was Sunday, the 24th. Sunday, August 24th.
All right.
So I think you should text me as a witness.
No, I don't need any witnesses, cuz. I don't need you like chirping about it. It's going to come out.
I won't say anything, but I think you should text me the team and divulge it just so.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a witness. Listen.
This day and age, you can manipulate screenshots and stuff.
I'm a believer in omerta. All right. So, like, I believe you don't say it. You tell me don't say anything, I won't say anything.
But all right.
I think you need a witness.
Okay. All right. I will give that some. I'll ponder that thought today, but I might send you the text.
Detroit? Is it Detroit?
That's what I think. Detroit.
I got a reaction from him.
Wait a second, VG. Has Detroit not won a Super Bowl?
No, they haven't, have they?
Oh, okay. All right. They could be a candidate then.
Yeah, I still saw that. He gave us a little eye roll. It might have been it.
I tell you what, though, Detroit, they drafted a receiver from Arkansas in the third round. This guy, Isaac Tesla. I mean, I know that Tet McMillan was the first receiver drafted. This kid looks better.
Wow.
Yeah. So this kid, like, first of all, listen to this, okay? This kid's from Michigan. His dad played at Hillside College in Michigan. He didn't get any scholarship offers. But listen to this. Guy's 6'5", 215 pounds, ran a 4.4, okay? The guy wins the state championship in football in Michigan, wins the state basketball championship in Michigan, wins the state long jump championship in Michigan and set a state record for long jump, goes to Hillside, walks on there, plays pretty good, transfers to Arkansas, right? They don't have a great quarterback at Arkansas, but he competes in the SEC. He's been the best receiver I've seen in preseason, flat out. Got a touchdown pass in every game. Like this guy, I mean, he looks like Drake London with speed to me.
Wow. Drake London with speed. Oh, that's frightening, man. That's crazy.
He runs by people.
All right, headlines. Let's go NFL headlines first because it's roster cut down today. It's a big day across the league. So the Bengals and Trey Hendrickson, it's amazing. What I just don't, at this day and age, why this stuff lingers, right? Like, just you're going to sign the guy. It's the same thing with the Micah thing. I was having a conversation last night with executive in sports, and we were talking about the Dallas situation. And it's like, you're going to sign Micah. Like, why do you go through all this stuff? I don't understand it.
Especially like in Micah's case. I mean, he said 2 years ago, don't worry about me, Jerry. Like, take care of Dak, take care of CD, take care of these guys. My day will come. I mean, he was like a great team player. Look, he had he had an injury last year, a high ankle sprain. He missed a month. It's the only injury he's ever had. It's the only time he's ever missed any games. Like, he's a great, great player. So he's going to get done. But I remember it's either 2 years ago now or 3 years ago, maybe two. Nick Bosa got his deal, and he got his deal on Friday before the opening game. And everybody in San Francisco, Trent Williams, Fred Warner, like everybody got their deals. Debo, everybody, and they made him play the game. It's kind of, but then he said that it was such a pain in the ass because the contracts are like this, you can't even imagine the stuff that's in these contracts. It's 60, 70, 80 pages of just legalese nonsense. And some of that is the things that kind of make these things bigger than they need to be. We just look at the final numbers and say, oh, this is the deal. But there's so many other caveats that are included because all these lawyers are involved and everybody's looking to cover themselves. So part of these things they're just difficult. But look, McLaurin just got done, cuz Hendrickson's get done. The last one to get done is really Micah. It's going to get done.
So it feels like there's a lot of acrimony, though, because then Jerry goes and tells Stephen A. that Micah's the one that asked for Jerry's digits and that Micah initiated the conversation.
Okay, so, all right. So Michael was a hold-in. As soon as I saw that, I said, this is a mistake. These things get acrimonious. It just does. Both sides are going after each other. Both sides are looking for leverage. All that stuff, right? Jerry's talking to Stephen A. But it doesn't need to get public. It just doesn't. Just stay out of the way. Let these lawyers go at it with each other like any business deal. That's what it is. It's a business deal. Just stay the hell out of the way. When it gets done, then put your uniform on and go play. But I'm sure there is acrimony, but that stuff, when you're on the field September 4th and you're trying to get Brian Schottenheimer his first win as a Dallas Cowboy coach, you ain't going to be thinking about what Jerry Jones said about you to Stephen A. Smith.
Right. No, I'm with you. All right, let's start at home with the Birds. Roster day configuration. Is there any part of the roster that concerns you? How good they are.
Well, I don't know when did we just talk? Cause I don't even know what day it is. Last Friday or something. I said they're going to make. Remember, I've been just track these moves. So what they just do? They went back and traded back for Fred Johnson. They saw Kendall Lamb. They saw Miles Hinton. They saw these backup tackles. They need a backup tackle. I mean, Lane Lane, Mailata, they have missed games. You better have a backup ready to go. So the offense line is a concern. I don't know how long Landon's going to miss, right? So, depth is a concern. They bolstered that position. Fred played great last year. In fact, when Mailata missed a month, there was very little drop-off. In fact, I saw Fred, and I did a couple breakdowns on him. I told him, I'm going to get you paid, Fred. I'm going to get you paid. You're playing your ass off. And he was all smiling about it. But he did. He got paid. He got a bonus. Went to Jacksonville. I don't know what happened down there. To me, he's better than Walker Little. But regardless, he's back in Philly. So that's a concern right now. The secondary is a concern. It just is. They're making all these moves. What do they have there? Is the safety position set? Is the corner position set? I mean, it looks like the pass rush that you've talked about, Vic said nobody has jumped up and claimed that job. All those look to be kind of weaknesses right now.
What's interesting is I think when I look at them defensively, their D line, the interior D line, is going to be, you need them to create havoc. Ojimo, we know Carter's a beast. Ojimo could be their guy next to him that will help collapse, and then and then you hope your edge guys can get home because your tackles are so nasty.
Well, the guy, honestly, that is going to tip the scale one way or the other this year is going to be Jordan Davis. It's his fourth year, cuz. They say he's in great shape. He played 13 plays in the Super Bowl. He's just not on the field enough to affect the game. But, privately, his agent has reached out, because I've been very critical of Jordan.
I know.
But it's not a personal attack. It's but here's the thing. So I've talked to Dexter Lawrence about this. Big guys have issues with conditioning, but it's not necessarily conditioning. I'm sure Jordan can go run gassers with the best of them. I'm sure he can. but it's a mental thing to stay on the field. I've seen him on the field in games, where the play is going on, he's walking on the field. Like, it's just not, you can't play football like that. Okay, so I'm anxious to see Jordan this year. They say he's committed. Maybe the weight's down, maybe it isn't, but it's a mental thing, and he just has to get mentally tougher. And if he does, look out, because he can collapse the middle. And if the middle's getting collapsed, Uche or Ojulari or Jalen Hunt, these guys are they're gonna hunt.
Right.
They're gonna hunt.
Listen, and that's my theory, except I think it's gonna be Ojimo, not Jordan Davis.
Could be. I mean, look,
and that's just stuff that I hear of who's looking what and that sort of thing.
Yeah. No, I'm not, we haven't seen any of these guys on the field.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to say anything right now based on, who's played. But, he played really well last year in rotation. Milton's gone. It's his time to step up. So he's going to get, Jordan will start. But I've never seen Jordan Davis on the field 5 plays in a row yet, ever. I didn't see it at Georgia either.
No. So I got to ask you on the offensive side of the ball, because I asked EJ, our Eagles beat writer, and I said, how much was Jalen under center in camp? And he's like, it's funny he said that, because every time he was under center, I put asterisks and everything else, but nothing really came of it. And it wasn't a lot. For the life of me, Baldy, it's so, when you have Saquon Barkley, like, I don't know how you don't put him under center more and run that play action. It's just so valuable as a basic tool.
I agree, but there is a lot of benefit to being in a one-back, option, spread option, where, you're making a lot of read options.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't do it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, but there's certainly a place. There's certainly a place for the play action, Saquon 8 yards deep, and really selling that to take your shots down the field. The speedo routes, the 2 receiver routes, the match protection, the shot plays can come off of that. There is a great benefit to all of that. There's no question.
All right, because we have your wisdom here, and people are getting ready for their fantasy drafts, I want to have a little game with you. I want to go through teams, and I want you to.
By the way, can I just explain something to you about fantasy?
Yeah.
Okay. My mother's 92 years old. I love my mother, right? She's great. So Sunday, I had an open window to take her to lunch. Okay. When I'm out there, I try to take her to lunch. We sit down.
Yeah, you're a good son.
To come along.
Take her on trips.
Except because on Sunday, she had her fantasy draft. So she blew me off to have her fantasy draft. All right. Now, I don't get that. I don't get to LA that often, where I can go have lunch with my mother. But she's like, no. I got my draft on Sunday, Brian. I apologize. I couldn't have lunch with my mother because she had her fantasy draft.
Oh my!
How's her team?
That's awesome. I love it. Yo, we need to do a Baldy's breakdown of mom doing her draft with her team, going through the roster.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll give you a breakdown. She sleeps with her iPad because she gets her premonitions during her sleep, and she goes on her iPad to see if, A.J. Dillon's available as a backup running back.
I love it. Love it. That's fabulous. All right. So let's help people out, and let's go rapid fire. I'm going to give you a team, and then you tell me a fantasy guy that, could be obvious or could not be, like a guy to look out for that you go could have an impact. The way their offense is, who you think has a big year. Maybe it's a receiver who gets funneled the ball. Maybe it's a team that's going to rely heavily on the run game. All right?
Okay.
So let's start. We'll start, and you brought up the Lions. Let's go Lions 1.
All right. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
Vikings. They probably still will start David Montgomery. They like to start him and finish with Jahmyr. But when Montgomery got hurt last year and Jahmyr took over, maybe he's not built for the type of carries that Saquon got, but that guy can score from anywhere on the field.
Dude, is there a back that runs better routes than him?
I mean, Christian McCaffrey, but I mean, not many because it's a small group.
There was a fourth down play in one of the playoff games where he ran. He catches the ball in the middle of the end zone. It was fourth down. The route that he runs was unbelievable. It was just a thing of beauty. I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I love that dude.
Yeah.
Vikings.
I mean, it's hard not to say Justin Jefferson, but I don't know how the quarterback is going to be.
Right.
But I'd say just Aaron Jones. Like I saw him. By the way, I visited with Aaron when I was at the Vikings 2 weeks ago. His son is AJ Jr. I saw this kid run I think he's 6. I saw this kid run. Do you know how, like, when you see, like, you got 2 boys, you're around all these kids growing up, you could just see kids at age 6 and you're like, oh my God,
yeah,
that kid's going to be a freak.
Yeah.
I'd say Aaron. Aaron's like unbelievable. He's from that 2000. Remember when we were breaking him down?
Dude,
2017.
We watched him, and you're like, dude,
yeah.
I love this kid. I love this kid. You were so right. You picked so many gems. It's why you should be a GM. You don't want to do it, but I get it. You should be a GM. How about Bears?
I'll say Rome Odunze.
Rome, yeah. He's going to have a big year. I think you're right. Packers. Golden?
I mean, you can't go wrong with Josh Jacobs. He's just a volume player. But
how's Matthew Golden? I love him I love him out of Texas.
He had a catch the other day on the opening drive. I mean, the kid's going to be really good.
He's got great hands.
He's going to be like, I know Matt LaFleur hates when people say this, but he's going to be their number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah, I think so too. Eagles. Is there a surprise?
Well, I mean, Saquon.
Yeah.
Saquon.
Giants.
It'd be hard to go with anybody but Malik Neighbors.
How about Commanders?
Commanders. I mean, I'd just take Jaden Daniels.
Yep. Yeah, I thought you might say that.
He ran for almost 900 yards last year.
Yeah.
And then he's just an amazing player. I can't wait. I'm seeing him week 1 against the Giants. I'm looking forward to it.
Cowboys.
CD.
Tampa Bay.
I will say
Bucky?
Yeah, I'll say Bucky Irving.
Yeah, I love Bucky.
Watch out for this. They got 2 rookie receivers.
Yeah.
Emeka Ibuka, but this Tez Johnson, like this kid, he's the lightest player in the league. He's 160 pounds. He ran a slow 40 time, and all he does is get open.
How's their O-line?
Well, when they get Tristan Wirfs back, they're going to return all 5 guys. They're excellent.
Yeah, because their offense is going to be potent.
Yes.
Falcons.
Drake. No, I'm sorry. Well, you got to go with Bijan. They're going to be a good running team. They're going to be a good team. They play Tampa week 1 in Atlanta. It's going to be a hell of a game. Bijan's ready. I think this is the year he's going to get 1,500 yards rushing. Like he's ready to explode.
Carolina.
I would say Chuba Hubbard.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good player. That was a Matt Rule's pick. Matt picked that kid. He's a Canadian, but that kid can flat out fly. He's a good player, really good player. And they got a good offensive line.
Saints. Anybody?
Man, it's tough.
They're going to be bad.
Have they named their quarterback yet?
No, they're going to be bad. They're just going to be awful.
They're going to be historically bad. Historically bad.
We'll put a slash.
But I'll say Kamara because
Okay.
I think the offense line has a chance to be pretty good.
Okay. Rams.
I'd say Kyron Williams. He'll score a lot of touchdowns.
Cardinals.
I'll say James Conner.
Niners.
Well, I want to say McCaffrey, but I don't. Nobody knows what he's going to be.
Don't you think
Nobody.
Pearsall is going to catch everything?
Well, he's going to have to be the receiver number one because there's nobody else there right now. Juwan Jennings just got healthy, so he'll catch some. But the offense is going to run through McCaffrey. If they're going to be a playoff contending team, McCaffrey needs to get back on the horse.
Seahawks.
Good question. I want to say Kenneth Walker, but I'm not sure about his health. I'll say Jackson Smith and Jigba.
All right. Patriots.
I'll say Travion Henderson.
Yes, I like him. Jets.
I'll say Brees Hall.
Dolphins.
Well, I'll say Justin Fields. I'll say Justin. He needs to run for 1,000 yards for that. That offense is dreadful. He's going to have to run a bunch, and he has a chance.
Miami.
Man, I like this Ollie Gordon. They should change. They should change tactics. This kid
is
30 pounds, but he's not going to start. They're going to start Devon Achane. But I like Ollie Gordon a lot. And you know what? I'll just say Tyreek. If they're going to do anything, Tyreek needs 100+ catches.
Buffalo.
You think it's Josh?
All right. You have a hard out. We might have to continue this.
Yeah, I gotta do something with San Francisco again, cuz.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, we'll resume later. What's your schedule?
Are
you going away?
I'm going away, cuz.
Text
but
me. All right.
If I have Wi-Fi on Friday, let's do this on Friday.